Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Concert Junkies, Rob and John. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And we're live.
What up?
Hello,
Well,
hello, everybody.
If you are new here, I am Rob.
I'm Allie.
And I'm MJ. Hello, everybody.
What up, what up, what up? So did everybody have a good 4th of July?
Yeah, it was dope. Fireworks, hot dogs, all the things, you know? America.
It was crazy here, like during, like on the actual 4th of July. Like they've set off so many fireworks. We thank God, because we got to see them beforehand. But it was so crazy. I actually got videos of it like thundering, like it was thunder and lightning, and it was lighting up the sky, and they were setting off fireworks like in between the lightning storms. It was so
You've
wild.
got a light show and a light show. That's pretty dope.
Everything by me got canceled.
Oh, boo.
I was at work anyway. It doesn't really matter. I mean, certain things don't matter to me anymore.
Heard. I feel that.
Some
things are more
jerk
important.
some jerk like set off fireworks the next morning at like 8 o'clock in the morning.
There's always that guy. Always.
It wasn't me, I promise.
It was Rob outside your window.
Yeah, it was, always something up my sleeves. Always.
And it was only like 10. It was only like 10 fireworks. Like they didn't even like go at it hard. Like they knew they were that asshole. They're like, okay, we're just gonna set off 10 and then go back inside and go to sleep.
I mean, fireworks, lighters, you went out for a cigarette, you figured to light it up. That's fine.
You know that's what happened. They didn't go to sleep. They went out for that last cig. The firework box made them do it.
They're like, oh, Joe Bob, we still got some fireworks left. Let's light those.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't hear about anybody like having any like major incidents. Like usually my feed has like numerous.
That's a good thing.
It is.
Yeah,
That's a very good thing. Can we have 1 year of not missing a toe? Like,
yeah, that's
or a pinky. Like, can we?
That's the goal. Yeah.
I mean, come in with what you have and leave with what you have. Yeah. Like.
That should be the goal every year, I would think. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I was even in the community. I was in like the community chats, and I was kind of looking, and I'm like, damn, like nobody had an incident, really.
We did good.
You realize that's a good thing. We need to give everybody gold stars, and
we did it. Nobody died.
So MJ, let's get into what you've been up to. It's been a minute since you've been on here.
It has been a minute, and I've been working my butt off, as always. You guys know me, like, no rest for the wicked, but yeah, so I've got a lot of stuff going on with the band. We recently got signed to Rock Sun Records and M7 Entertainment. So they're doing all of our booking and all of that good stuff. They've taken a lot off of our plate, so I'm super thankful for that. That's the goal for every band, is just to have some help. DIY bands, they don't have help doing anything. And we'd had a ton of offers over the years, but we finally found the right fit for us, I think. And everything's getting distributed through Virgin Music Group, which is a huge deal for anybody in the business who knows.
Yes,
so super nervous and excited about the new song that's coming out. We do have a song dropping called Echoes, and it's coming out on Friday. The song will drop at midnight, of course, and then the video is going to drop at 6 p.m. so that we can have a live feed and kind of watch it with everybody and be able to chat in the chat room and all of that good stuff, so that everybody can ask questions and whatever they want to do.
Now, will the live feed be on Facebook?
Yes. So we'll be doing the live feed on Facebook, and of course YouTube has its own feed, so we'll have two different devices so that we can kind of talk to everybody as it's happening. So
That's cool.
yeah, I'm so stoked about it.
Yeah, and we like to talk about every little thing. So make sure you write those comments and send over those emojis.
Absolutely. I mean, anything that anybody wants to know, I've always been an open book. You guys know that. So yeah, get those questions ready and your typing fingers ready, because I'm ready to talk to you guys about this. This has been a year in the making, and we wanted to make sure that we did the song and the video and everything right. And I feel like we did. I'm super excited about it.
Now, what
For
were some
sure.
of the things that you really wanted to make sure were done a certain way? Like, what are some of the things that people can look for when the song hits?
So my thing is, I feel like when you're in a band, especially when you're doing things yourself, everything evolves. Your state of mind evolves. The people involved with you, that evolves. Everything kind of has its own place. And I feel like we're at a stage in our career where we've learned a lot when it comes to production, when it comes to our sound and all of these things. And I think this is kind of going to be a door opening to the next few years of our life with what we're going to look like, what we're going to sound like. And I thought that it was super important to make sure that the message, the song, the production, everything worked together to really translate to what we're trying to do. So we made sure that we had the best production. We made sure that the visuals lined up with what we wanted, and our look as a band, was super professional, and all the things that we didn't really worry about in the beginning, because when you're starting out, you're like, I just want to get my name out. I want to play all the shows. I want to do all these things. But when you're established, you kind of have to set the bar and set benchmarks. And then each time that you put out a release, you want to try and step that up a notch. So I think that we've done that, and it was a lot of work, but I think it's going to pay off in the long run. And I think that people will visually and audibly be able to see the message, and hopefully it helps somebody out there.
Exciting, exciting.
Are there any Easter eggs in the video that people should be looking out for the next song?
I know, I was about to come at her like harder, like, we need something more than that.
I know, but
Yeah, so yes, there are a few things that I want everybody to look out for. Especially with how everything looks. This is kind of, like I said, it's setting the tone for all of the things that we have coming up. And we've got a ton of songs kind of on the back burner that we're working on, that we've been working on. And this is going to be a whole new chapter for us. And I know bands say that every year, but this definitely is going to set the bar for us to have to work even harder and be able to produce better with everything that we do, because it's now that we have a team behind us, it's not just us. There's so many things that we want to do to make sure that our team is going to be there with us. So they're not going to work for us if we don't work triple hard for ourselves. So there are going to be things that I'll be dropping. So tune into that live feed when the video drops, and I'll kind of explain things as it's happening so that you guys understand a little bit more. But the song definitely, I think, is going to hit a lot of people hard in a lot of ways, because it's something that we've all dealt with I know everybody has trusted somebody in their life with their whole heart, and that person ended up being either their worst enemy or the person that hurt them the most. And this song is a culmination of that. It's just talking about how, as humans, when we get into a hard situation, we feel guilty about walking away from that, no matter how bad the situation is, because we're human, and we have empathy. And this song is about that. It's just telling ourselves that we shouldn't feel bad about walking away from terrible situations, because we've all faced them. And sometimes we have to do what's best for ourselves. So
Now, what do you hope the fans walk away after listening to this song? What do you hope they take with them?
empowerment more than anything. I think that I've always been really in tune with human nature and psychology and knowing how people feel about certain things and being in tune with my own feelings and emotions. And I think a lot of that has come from therapy, of course, but also come from having a career where I'm around a ton of people all the time and hearing their stories and seeing how they connect with certain things. And I think that being real and being raw is the best way to translate a message. You know, when you are real with what you're going through and how you feel, people are going to connect with that. And I want them to walk away and feel supported and empowered in their own feelings and emotions, because pain and hurt, I think, is the most translatable feeling and emotion that we all have. It's something that we all connect with and that we all understand. And I want to be able to give people empowerment more than anything. Like, hey, I've been through this, but you can get through it and you will be better off in the end.
I think people need that. I think they need to hear that.
I do, especially now in the times that we live in now. There's a lot of pain in the world, and I think that positivity and love and support is the number one thing that we should all be providing for each other if we can.
Now, with the new song, are there any things that you experimented with this song that you haven't really tried in the past? As far as
Absolutely.
instruments or whatever.
Absolutely. And that's why this song I'm so excited and nervous about, because it is a new direction for us. We've dabbled with going a little more modern and putting certain things in there that make it more up to date, because a lot of the music that we've put out has been more 2000s metalcore. That's what we all grew up with. We wanted to bring that sound back, and I feel like we did that and cultivated it in a new era. But now we're kind of pushing toward, we're keeping that same Dying Oath, 2000s metalcore era, but we've now implemented things that have made it more in tune with what the modern metalcore is doing right now. And I think that we've evolved into our own sound, and I'm excited to see how that is received among all of our older fans that have been with us from day one. So definitely, I think that the instruments are a lot more modern. The sound is a lot more modern. I think that my vocals have evolved immensely. There are more cleans in this song, and some more ambient backing tracks. And I think it's definitely exciting to see where this goes, for sure.
And that's not your only exciting news. You've got some personal exciting news, right?
So I have a lot of news that I haven't shared with anybody, and I wanted to wait and share it today. So personally, of course, you guys know that I've been working at the radio station, which has been absolutely incredible, like career of a lifetime. I couldn't have dreamed of a better job to have.
You
But
found your
in-
calling.
I did, but in doing so, I've been doing some voiceover work and things like that. So
Let's
I'm
go.
gonna be in 2 cartoons that are gonna be coming out soon, and they're horror-based cartoons. And of course, you guys see I'm obsessed with like horror movies, so it's something I've been able to do. I've worked with Hulu and Netflix to do some sound effects for some upcoming movies that are coming out. I have a new song that's coming out with my friend Tiffany. She is the vocalist for Enemy of Fate. I don't know
Oh,
if you guys
really?
are familiar,
Very familiar.
but we are releasing a new song on the 30th of this month as well. It's a cover song, but it was a super famous cover song years ago, and it goes along with a movie that's coming out. I can't give any more away, but I think that we did it justice. I sent it to one of the original vocalists of the song, and he absolutely loved it. And to be able to do that for somebody that you looked up to, that was an absolute icon, have them say that they enjoyed it, is huge. That alone was fulfilling, but to be able to release it to our fans, I think, is going to be just an incredible feeling, because I flew all the way out to Hollywood a while back to do this song with her and to be able
I
to
remember that.
experience the Hollywood
remember
vibe and all of those things. And this is a culmination of all of that and our hard work. And I'm so
What did you
stoked for that.
think? What did you think of Hollywood?
So for a small town girl, you know, I grew up in a town that doesn't even have a bar or a music venue. So to go out to Hollywood to see the glitz and the glamour and to be able to see all of the touristy sites and to see all the people and to record in a booth that some really iconic people recorded in and to do all of these things was just this incredible experience for me. Like, probably one of the best experiences of my 26 years in doing music. And shout out to Tiffany and Mickey Ringer for flying me out there and giving me that experience, because we could have just recorded it at my studio and then sent it to them and whatever, but they wanted me to have the full experience. And I can never thank them enough for their guidance, for being able to do something with Tiffany, but also just having the experiences that I've had with them over the years as friends has just been a beautiful thing. And I'm excited to share the work that has been put into that.
Now, what was one of the funner?
Funner?
What was one of the
He's
You said
excited.
funner?
most fun? My son always says it, and I always crack up. So I'm gonna have to tell him that I just said that on live show. But anyway, what was one of the most fun tourist things that you did while you were out there?
Hands down, going to WB, because I'm a huge Batman fan. I'm a huge horror movie fan. I'm a huge Friends fan. And I got to go to all of these sets and to actually like sit on the Friends set and to go into the coffee shop and to see the fountain and to see all the Batman props and all of those things. And for me, that was just like Christmas, honestly. Like, I never wanted to leave. I just wanted to be there forever, because it was just such a euphoric feeling of being a kid again and being able to experience the magic behind the scenes of all the things that I've loved growing up and that inspired me. And so I think that, and then going to the Hollywood Walk of Fame and seeing all the icons that, you know, we grew up wanting to be like, and then going to the Hollywood sign, it just felt really surreal. And I think it didn't really hit me until I got on the plane to come home from California. And I was like, wow, like in my entire life, I never would have imagined that that's what Hollywood actually looked like and all the things that you can actually do. So it was all of it was fun. All of it was
What
a
was
lot
the
of
first
fun.
star you took a picture with?
The first star that I saw out there, let me try to think back. I think was Jamie Lee Curtis. I think that's where we started, because there's like a certain route that you have to see all the ones. And I had to see My Favorite Final Girl. Like, that was one of the first ones that I remember seeing. And of course, Ozzy. And there were a few of those moments where I got kind of, I guess, emotional, because I'm like, you know, these people stood here. These were the people that paved the way for the rest of us. And like Marilyn Monroe, and, you know, just all of it was incredible. I can't say enough good things about Hollywood, but also was absolutely terrifying at the same time. You know, everything is just moving so fast, and like there's so many people, and it's kind of a dangerous place at times. And you don't want to be an attractive woman walking with, it was me and my ex-girlfriend at the time. So it was just the two of us like walking down the streets, and they were like, you know, check in from time to time and be super safe and watch your surroundings and all these things. And I'm like, why? And then we got out there and I'm like, oh, okay. Because every block is like somebody trying to sell you something, or somebody like right in your bubble. And it was chaos, but I loved it.
Have you ever been to New York?
I have been to New York. It's been many years ago. I went with my choir class, and we went and saw some shows and stuff. And so I didn't get the full experience because I was still a kid and we were chaperoned and whatever. But what I saw of it was pretty incredible. No lie.
That's
I
pretty much
can't
it.
even lie. All I can think is, what cover did you do with Tiffany?
I tell you what, when we get off here, I'll send it to you and I'll let you guys have the first listen. Because I would love to hear what you guys think about it. But I can tell you that then when this comes out, I don't think that anybody's going to see it coming because it's never been done. And why it hasn't been done, I don't know, because it's such an iconic sound, such an iconic time period for when this came out. And there's something that's releasing the same day that's going to go along with this. So that's a little Easter egg for you as well. I think that the fans of this other thing that's happening is also going to enjoy it because it's very euphoric. So I remember listening to this song when it came out and it just being the best thing ever at that time. So much so that my mom threw the cassette tape out the window because she was so tired of listening to it that she was like, I can't do it anymore.
I'm not going to take a guess, but I'm pretty sure I know what it is.
You might. If you picked up on my Easter egg and you looked up what's going on that day, you may be able to figure it out. But
well, no, I do my research.
Hopefully you'll like it.
Then I have a very good memory. So
Mhm.
I'm not saying we've had a conversation about this before, but
We might have. I usually tell you everything. So
and I try to tell you everything.
I've learned when Mindy says that she's releasing something and we're gonna be surprised. Like, I remember before Desire, you're like, yeah, this is totally out of the box.
Yeah.
And then you released it. I'm like, okay, girl, okay, get it.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I'm a fan of not releasing the same kind of stuff all the time because I feel like, you know, it's good for the fans that already love you, but also, you know, there's a whole great deal of people out there who don't know you. And I like to showcase all the things that I can do and not just one of them. And with Dying Oath, I feel like everybody just expects me to just be the person that screams in their face. You know, I'm just totally right in your face all the time. But there are sides of me that I also want to show people that I'm capable of. And I think this year is going to be a huge way for me to do that because behind this single is 3 other solo songs that I'm currently working on, and none of them are alike. And so I think it's going to show everybody that I'm capable of more than just screaming in your face.
It's always good to push the envelope.
It is, and I've always been a risk taker and boundary pusher. It's ingrained in my DNA, and I don't want to die with regrets. You know, I want to do everything that I possibly can. That's why I work my ass off all the time because it's like there's 2 hours left in this day. I can get something done. You know, like I'm that person. I feel like there's so much I want to do in life and I still have so much life to live and I want to share it with people more than anything. I just want to make people happy and connect with people because that's been my life work. And I'm going to do that until I can't breathe. So
I'm saying this jokingly. When is your country album coming out?
Why are you saying that jokingly? I could see it. I could see her doing a country metal mix.
So I don't know.
I'm gonna get a lot of shit for this. If Beyonce can throw a country album out, I mean, I can see it. Why would you
bring up Beyonce? Falling in Reverse put out a country song with a line dance.
Here's the thing that a lot of people don't know. I grew up on a farm. I'm very alternative. I wear a cowboy hat on the weekends. Like I grew up on Dolly Parton and Johnny Cash and Loretta Lynn and Patsy Cline. And like, I started out with country. Like my family, when I was growing up, they all did country music or bluegrass or Christian music. And my grandmother was semi-famous singer in a bluegrass band. My cousins were signed to record labels and did country music. So it's not out of my wheelhouse. I do country music with my mom all the time. It's something fun that we like to do together. She does my harmony parts. It's something that I grew up doing. So I don't think that it's actually out of the box at all. I think that a lot of people won't expect it because I'm usually like the goth horror chick, that everybody knows, and I grew up being very punk rock, but maybe that's something that I will release at some point. There's a lot of recordings out there. If you're in my family, then there's a lot of recordings of me doing, the Chicks and Tim McGraw and Alan Jackson and stuff when I was growing up. So it's not a super far-fetched thing. Maybe one day it'll happen, maybe sooner than you guys think.
I love me some Patsy Cline.
Me too. Oh, me too. Absolutely.
I actually saw Alan Jackson when I was little. And at the time, I was a little blown away because, I mean, that wasn't what I listened to, but I was on vacation with my parents and Grand Ole Opry. Man, what an experience.
So
They go hard down there.
they do, and funny enough, two things with that. So the first thing is that I had never been to a country music festival or concert or anything like that in my whole life. And a few weeks ago, I also work with the country station. So we have 4 stations in my building, and I also work with PSK, which is our country station. And the DJ for PSK asked me to go to the country show with him, and I was like, yeah, I would love to experience that at least once. And I went to see Ella Langley.
Oh, really?
And
My mom is obsessed with her. Obsessed.
I will tell you, I thought it was going to be kind of boring because, I'm a metal kid and we go hard. But the amount of talent in that room and the way that she can move a room and the sound and just everything, the production was honestly very impressive. I 10 out of 10 would do it again. Not even gonna lie. I was hooked. I knew every word to Ella Langley simply from working on the country station. It's not my favorite genre in the world, but it's still impressive, and I have a lot of love for it. And I've been finding that I like it a little more than I thought I did because I hadn't listened to country music in a long time until I started working at the radio station. But there's a lot of good country music out there. And the second thing is, so my company is sending me out to Memphis, Tennessee in October for a sales thing that I have to do. And they're taking us to Graceland, and we get to do
That's awesome.
so we work with St. Jude to raise money, and all the stations across the U.S. raised over $1 million this year, and we were a part of that. And I felt super lucky to be a part of that. So they fly us out and let us go to St. Jude Hospital and check out the research center and see the kids and all those things to see who we helped. And they put on a country music concert. So I'm going to get to go out there to good old Tennessee and actually see the heart of country music. So
That is awesome.
super, super excited for all that.
That's really, really awesome.
MJ's
Yeah.
going country.
You never know, man. It's in my roots. It really is. I grew up with horses and cattle and getting up at 5 a.m. in the morning to go gather eggs and milk cows and stuff like that. So a lot of people don't realize that I'm country born and bred. I came from a small town in Wytheville, Virginia. So I'm a country girl at heart. I just developed into the alternative.
That's cool.
I'm
No,
sure
with
you
the
can kinda
radio
tell, though.
station, is that just in Virginia or?
No, they have
It
an app
is.
for it.
So it is local to Virginia here, within an hour each way. It's the local station that I grew up listening to. Actually, it's 105.3 The Bear. If you guys want to listen, there is a free app for it that you can download. It's called the Monticello Media app, and you can pick us up all over the United States. So if you want to hear me on air, you can download that app, and I'm on from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. every single day.
That's awesome. Do you get to pick the songs?
We don't. So nowadays, a lot of people think that it's still the old way where you get to pick your vinyl record up and you put it on the turntable, but that's not how it works. So everything is automated now. So you have now, to an extent, we could pick. So if I wanted to play a certain song this hour, I could pull it in and drop it in and do it manually that way. But for the most part, everything it's in automation. So everything gets chosen days ahead. It all gets put in and programmed, and then it just plays through as you go. We
Nice.
do have control over it, but for the most part, it's pretty standard.
So how is that different from doing like a podcast or whatever? As far as like, I know you can't curse or
Yeah.
anything like that. Like there's certain things, but what else makes it different?
Well, for one, I'm sitting in a room by myself talking to myself all day, which is kind of odd. Like when you first start out and you're in that studio by yourself and you're talking to nobody. I mean, you're talking to everybody that's in stream, but it's live radio. So you're literally just talking to a microphone and hoping that somebody out there is listening. And then when you find out the numbers of people who actually are listening, you're like, oh, I said something really stupid. You know, with a podcast, a lot of times, even if it's live, you can get by with a lot more. But this is it's like a podcast on a much grander scale. I did a podcast with my friend Nestor and Peter. I'd say about a year ago was when we had stopped doing podcasting, and it is a lot of the same stuff, but it's more community based. So with a podcast, a lot of times it's more broader range, and with the radio, we're trying to stick to everything that's going on in the community. So I'm doing announcements live on the radio. We're talking about traffic. We're doing, things like that. So it's just more community based, I feel.
Now, have you kind of put that towards your music when you're writing it now? As far
Yeah,
as like to get on the radio, like now knowing what you like, what they look for.
so it's helped in a lot of ways, because a lot of people don't know. They think that radio DJs, you just go in there and you talk. That's not true. So we do all the programming. We do all the board opping. So when we have games and stuff like that, we're doing all the production work. We do all of that stuff. Everything is on us. So it's a lot more of me sitting at a desk in the air condition behind a computer than it is me being on air. So that's helped me a lot with learning production and knowing how to do things. And I can do my own radio edits now and like all of that stuff. So that's been super helpful. Being able to talk to people has helped me a lot, to get out of my nerves and doing everything live. It's helped with my stage show a lot more, but also being able to listen, like you said, for what they're looking for and what is making it now and what is more current has definitely helped me with knowing where I fit into that and what the sound is and how it's going to help me and inspire me to be better. So it's helped me in 1,000 different ways. It's also helped my mindset quite a bit, I think, because when you're on the spot with something all the time and you're trusted to do that, I think that you really start to learn what your limits are and also what you're capable of. And it pushes you to be better every single day. I'm constantly researching on how to be a better DJ, how to be a better production person. I also work in sales. So it's helped me be a better salesperson. So overall, I think it's just made me a better person in general.
Now, do you still have any of the flaws? Because I know as soon as I hop on a Pretty Little Podcast, I say like so much. I'm trying to train myself not to say it. I mean, I listen to some of the older episodes and I say it pretty frequently. So I've been really trying to watch
So
myself with that. Are
in
there any little
radio,
flaws that you have?
yeah. So in radio, we call those crutches. And it's basically what you fall back on when you don't remember your train of thought or when you're not processing what you're supposed to get to. It's like the bridge word that you fall on when you're trying to get to the next spot, when you're on the spot. When we call those crutches, and the way they train you not to do that is you go back and listen to your on-air checks, and you write down all the things that you don't like or your crutches that you want to stop doing, and then you make a long list of alternatives. So instead of saying like or coming up next or whatever it is that you say repeatedly, you'll write down all of these different alternatives. And so whenever you get ready to say that thing, instead of doing that, you can look at this list and say something that is an alternative to that. So you're switching it up. And then eventually I've learned that your brain will get into that and it kind of weeds those crutches out. So it's taken some time, but I feel like I'm finally getting to a point where I've found my voice on air and I've kind of mapped out what I want to talk about and how I want to do my show every single day, just like little pinpoints. So whenever I get lost or if I can't figure out what I was going to say, I've just got like these little brainstorm ideas that I can go back to, and it's helped me a whole lot.
I'll be doing so well. And then I have someone hop on, like, and then it's just over. If the other person
Yeah.
is using it on the regular, then I start using it. The same thing with dude. And I don't use that other than
Yeah.
if I'm talking to somebody that uses it a lot. I think I do
Yeah.
it with yo too.
Yeah, I find myself doing that too, especially if somebody is saying anything of the sort, or if they say a lot, it starts training your brain to start moving in that brainwave, and I try to like block it out. But I mean, it's a common occurrence, and we're only human. But you just have to kind of do little things that help you train your brain to get past your crutches.
I did do that with incarceration. To say it like smoothly. I had to keep like saying it over and over and over again because I kept like resorting back to
Well, and that's another thing. If you're live on the radio, you can't go back and like re-record it. So if you say something wrong or you stumble over your words or whatever, you learn to like make little jokes about it and then to keep going. Or sometimes you just keep going and don't mention it at all and hope that they didn't hear it. But you learn these little tips and tricks that kind of help you get past those moments. And sometimes I can feel my ears burning, like, oh, I can't believe I said that. But there's nothing you can do at that point. You just gotta try and be better. That's why I'm constantly trying to be better in every way that I can, so I don't have to keep hating myself for what I said.
I totally get you.
Rob, what do you do? What's your little flaw that you do?
Oh, it's not per se. I mean, earlier days, yes, I used the word a lot because my wasn't working. My brain was not working. We all stumble.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, for
But
sure.
that,
We're all
but
human.
that,
We're not robots.
yeah, but that one day you don't wear sleeves, it haunts you forever.
That's true. That's true. I've said things on the air that after I get done, like everybody listens to you in their offices when you're on air. And my best friend like is my coworker, and sometimes he'll be like, "Did you really say this, or this?" And it'll stick with you all day, and they'll make fun of you. But it's just a fun way to like keep each other on our toes and to try and improve.
I know it's all playful, but
yeah, for sure.
I think when you like pull that off all along, people just kind of expect it. Like I say things wrong all the time and then I just own it. I don't feel like people really dwell on it.
I make things into bloopers. That's more content.
You know, and for live radio, I've found that the more raw you are and the fact that you do have flaws, the more people will like you and appreciate you more. So you're not robotic, because a lot of these places are going AI or all digital. And so they don't have like real people sitting in the spot doing that. And I think it's just kind of a sign that you're human, and people will actually grasp onto that more than they will if you're doing everything perfectly.
Do you have any words that you hate using? Like I hate the word niche. Like I don't say it like that. I say a niche. Everybody corrects me, so I avoid that word at all costs. Do you have any
I
words that
mean,
you avoid?
There's
why would they correct you? That's the right terminology.
No, it's
there's
niche.
it's
It's
niche,
niche, like
but
a Danish.
a lot of people say niche. But there's a lot of words like that. Like I found that I grew up in a small town, so everybody says caramel, and it's caramel. But I feel weird
Say
saying that.
caramel.
Yeah, like I feel weird saying caramel. Or like the town that I grew up in, it's called Withville, but people around here call it Withville.
That's kind of
Who said
awesome.
hi? Hi, Brian.
Brian.
There's a lot of words that I've found, and you don't really know that until you're live on the air and you have to say a word, and you're like, oh no, how am I even supposed to say that? Like, especially since everything is local and you have to say like the names of high schools and towns and stuff like that. I'm like, I know I'm gonna get this wrong. There was one of the ladies that works on the other station all week long. She kept saying that they were having ice cream at the Connery because she was reading it that way, but it was the Connery, the ice cream Connery. So like we have these certain things that we have to talk about, and so it's like just one-liners, and then we just add in whatever we want to talk about to that. But those are the details of like this is what's happening here and when and whatever. And so if you're not a good reader, you're not going to be a good talker.
I never even thought that you have to hit all the different towns and everything. Like I
Yeah.
was just thinking about some of the names of some of the bands and stuff like that. But yeah, towns are tough. Some of them
Yeah.
have real weird spellings and
Yeah.
they don't even look anything like the spelling. Like I'm pretty good with reading, like, but I'm a guess and go kind of person. Like if it's just like a crazy word that really doesn't look like it's spelled, yeah, I'm gonna be
Well,
saying all
and
messed
there's
up.
a lot of towns around here that are spelled one way but pronounced another one. Like a prime example, there's a town called Freeze, but it's spelled fries, like you eat, but it's pronounced freeze. So now they've gotten to a point where they'll pronounce them in the parentheses so that we know. Or like Stanton, there's a place called Stanton, but it looks like it's pronounced Staunton. So it's yeah. It takes a lot. You have to really research, which is why I try to get my show down like in my head before I actually go on air because of those tiny things. Because if I don't know and there's something that I read off, I'm like, is this pronounced correctly? Or I look it up and I research, is this said like this or whatever? Or if it's a band, like there are bands that you have no idea if it's one way or the other because it's a word that'll be like red or read or, you know, some of those words that could be either or. So you have to look them up. And I'll go and look at like old interviews and stuff to see how they're pronouncing their own name just to be able to do that. And there was
I can admit it as well. I do that a lot because sometimes, yeah, I mean,
you never know, especially with metal. Like there's a lot of metal bands, they have the weirdest names and you have no idea how to pronounce it. And there was this, I mean, even the easy ones. There was a guy I heard on the radio the other day, instead of saying wage war, he was calling it wag war. And I'm like, either somebody put that in the system wrong or you can't read. I'm not sure which, but do your research.
That's so
I mean,
funny.
I mean, accidents do happen, and there's plenty of times I've had to fix a typo when I put the thing out instead of, you know, there was an A instead of a. I'm dyslexic, by the way, but I'm saying there's a day that I have to, oh shit, have to go back and change shit. But
Yeah, it
on air,
happens. We're all human. It's going to happen. There's no
and
way
to be
around it.
honest, and to be honest, I'll admit it. That's why I have everybody introduce themselves because they might want to be called something else, or
Yeah.
there's, or I know for damn well I'm not gonna say the name of the band correctly.
My
Yeah,
my best
I agree.
one My best example of that was with Josh Balls when he came on. I kept calling his restaurant Noir, and it's Noir.
Noir,
Finally, he's
yeah.
like, it's Noir. I'm like, I was like, but it looks like Noir. He's like, but it's Noir.
It
It
does
is what it
happen.
is.
It does happen. I used to do a podcast, like I said, and we would always ask them like backstage before the show happened, like, how do you pronounce your band name? Because there's so many metal bands out there that it could be pronounced 1,000 different ways, especially if you're trying to read their logo that looks like a bunch of sticks. Like you can't tell what's happening.
And some of them like just use random letters. Like it won't even be close.
Yeah, like Paris has the V for the A. Yeah, you just never know. You just never know.
And that and lilac is spelled differently.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a V in there. Yeah.
Speaking about shows, you have a couple coming up.
Yeah,
We
tell us all about
do.
them.
We have quite a few coming up. So this Saturday, we're going to be in our hometown in Wytheville at Seven Sisters Brewery. We're doing a free show for the community. We try to do at least one of those a year where we give back to all the people that have been with us since day one. It's going to be all ages. And as I said, it's free, so everybody can come. Bring your mom, bring your grandma. It's going to be on Saturday. And then next weekend, we have a weekender with Nailbite. So we're going to be in Gastonia and Raleigh, North Carolina, Saturday and Sunday. We are doing a Georgia show. We've got all kinds of shows in between. Too many to remember here. But if you go to our website, dyingoathband.com, we have a list of every single show that's coming up, all of our past shows, so that you can look at photos, all of that stuff. So
The 18th is at the Rooster, I believe, right?
yes, it is. It's going to be at the Rooster. And then the 19th is at Cannonball in Raleigh.
In Raleigh.
But Nailbite, everybody, like, come out, see us.
And where is
I'm
the
welcome.
one with Nailbite? Gastonia, you said?
Gastonia, yeah, at the Rooster. That's the 18th and the 19th. We're going to be with Nailbite and Strange Culture. Going to be a fun time. I'm super stoked to see those guys again. Love Nailbite so much. Cannot say enough good things about that family.
Oh, all of them. Strange
yeah, all
Culture
of 'em.
too. Like
Yeah.
they're all so much fun. That that's going to be a good show.
Well, we did a weekender with those two bands last year, and we love all of them so much, and we love the experience of doing weekenders with them so much that we decided, you know what, we're going to do it again this year for the people that didn't get to come. So
if that wasn't 13 hours away, I'd be there on Saturday.
I felt that.
I
felt that.
I love all of y'all, but 13 hours.
Well, we're working on a tour that's going to be more in the Midwest very soon, so stay tuned for details on that.
Oh my God. Let me know when you're coming to New Jersey or Philly or like any of these surrounding areas if you need.
Even New York. I can make it to New York in about
Yeah,
7
if you
hours.
need like someone to find you a venue, like got you.
Got it.
Yeah.
For sure. I'll take you up on that.
With all
Yeah.
the people.
We definitely know venues and things. Just
I will see what I can get done. Shout out to M7 Entertainment because those guys are so good at like booking our shows and all of that. And of course, Rock Sun Records has been really, really great about helping us with advice on where to play and who to talk to and all those things. So for sure.
And
I'll
now,
hook you
how
guys
long
up.
have you been with them?
So we've been with M7 since early in the year, and they've been just phenomenal. They work with a lot of bands. Like they've worked with Ginger, they've worked with In Flames, they've worked with currently right now they have El Nino and King 810 and just a ton of like bands that we grew up loving, Smile Empty Soul, Revis, things like that. So they've been just absolutely killing it on helping us book. And Roxanne, of course, has been helping us on the back end of things with everything else. So we got a good team, but it never hurts to get advice from your friends on where to play too. So I'll hit you guys up on that.
I'm just gonna throw 3 venues out there right now.
I know Starland's gonna be one of them.
That's my second home. Like, I mean, I bring them donuts. Starland's number
He
1.
said I'd bring the donuts.
I do.
That's right.
I
Bring the donuts. You bring the donuts.
God honest truth. Every time I go to a show, donuts are there for the bouncers. I'm gonna say Dingbats. That's in Clifton, New Jersey. Another shout out to them. And
I've heard that they're amazing.
And QXT's in Newark.
Okay.
Lovely
I'll put those
staff.
in my Rolodex. I'll come back and watch this and make note of that.
Those are the top 3 that I'm not saying. Starland, I'm always there every couple of weeks, but the other ones, you'll see me there.
Listen, I'm trying. So my goal this year, or at least by next year, I want to play at the Machine Shop. Like that's my goal. Definitely want to try to get up that way to do that. I would love to play at the Whiskey. I've played at a lot of the places that, I had on my bucket list, and I've done a lot of bucket list items in the last couple of years, but those are 2 I need to knock off at some point.
Machine Shop. Most definitely.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, my bucket list is, not to play, but to actually go is Whiskey, Viper Room, and what do you call it? Red Rock. I want to go so badly. I don't care who's playing.
So I've been to Red Rocks, and that's definitely a bucket list item too, but you've got to be like A tier to play at Red Rocks. You know what I mean? So hopefully one day. Working toward it.
I want to go back to the Gathering.
Oh man. that was such a trip.
I'm actually going to see them October 21st.
You bought the tickets.
No, I did not buy the tickets yet, but I'm not worried about that. But I did take off of work though.
Look, like now that you just said it and that you didn't buy the tickets, now it's gonna sell out.
I'm not worried.
Raven's gonna be like, you should have bought the tickets. You heard my voice in your head. You should have bought the tickets.
No,
yeah,
I'm not 100% worried.
I kept waiting on those kitty VIPs, and then I missed them, and I was kicking myself in the ass for that one. But I at least got to talk to Mercedes, so it's all right.
I'm not 100% worried. If I'm meant to be there, I'll be there. If I'm not, I'm not. I made sure I had the day off, so even if I don't get to go in, I can film outside.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm waiting for the year that it's Dying Oath and Saint Diablo and just all my homies from all the different bands that I love all in one. They're all at the Gathering, and I'm just gonna go party it up. Yep.
Yes. I'd love to go back. They told us that we did so well that they were going to offer us to come back, and they didn't. But we haven't submitted either, so that's kind of on me. But maybe next year, maybe we'll see if we can get to come back for the Gathering.
Yeah, like I don't do the Fago being thrown on me, but other than that, I'm good. I know when it's coming now. I'll just move.
That was the last thing that we did before we left the Gathering. Is we went to the most famous truck that they had there to get the Fago, and then we did a Fago toast before we left. Had to.
This would be my first time ever seeing them. If I do end up going, I haven't had that chance yet.
You're gonna get soaked. You're gonna get soaked. Bring clothes.
So
I have a poncho ready. It's fine.
So both times that
it's gonna get in the poncho.
Yeah, both times that I saw them, we tried to do everything. You're just sticky. There's no way around it. And the second time we saw them, we played with them at Blue Ridge 2022. And we got hit with chicken wings, so that was different.
Yeah,
Fago and chicken wings.
Were they at
listen,
least-
I've
were
seen
they at
them a
least
lot
cooked?
through the years.
Yeah, they were cooked.
Oh, okay.
What you do is as soon as they start with the chicken head song, you make your way all the way to the back because
Yeah, see-
everything's about to start.
So do you duck
so
when
when-
they start playing that song?
What?
So what? He said, "Do you duck when they start playing that song?"
Yeah, there's no ducking. Like you move to the back or go in the bathroom. Like that's what I
Yeah.
did.
It was it
Yeah,
was a
so-
shitty. I know it was a very shitty joke, but
So for us, like when you're in a band and you get to play these festivals and whatnot, they give you the VIP passes. So you get to be like in the photo pit, like in the close, like right near the stage, which
no
is
avoiding it.
yeah, which is a gift and a curse because when it comes to ICP, like we were, as far away as I am from my phone currently, and yeah, I was
You got it in the face.
so. Yeah, my eyes were burning by the end of it because I was just it was hot and we were sweating and then it rained in the middle of the concert, so we got wet. Then we got drenched with the Fago. Then we got hit with the chicken wings, so like chicken stuff was all over us. Then we got hit with more Fago. So we're walking back and like everything is destroyed, including our shoes. Like just
I mean, was it a good
done.
flavor at least?
It was cotton candy.
Ugh.
I love cotton candy. I love cotton candy, anything except for actual cotton candy.
Yeah, it was
I-
cotton candy at Blue Ridge, and it was I want to say grape at the gathering.
I think my favorite is the orange one.
They're a fan of that too. I hear it's
I love the orange.
So when are you getting an energy drink named after Dying Oath?
soon. I hope that would be cool. So we've done a lot of cool bucket list things. Like currently, right now, we have we're gonna be in a PlayStation 5 video game that's coming out soon.
Can we know which one?
Yeah, it's on
It's
PC.
called it's called Mosh Pit Madness. It's on PC right now, but next month it's going to PlayStation 5.
Okay.
I actually
We had
played it.
we had a board game that was named after us at one point. We had a local vape store that named some vape juice flavors after us at one point. I'm trying to think, like there's
Because I learn all the energy drinks from your posts. I mean, I
Yeah.
didn't even know half of those flavors like existed. So I feel like if anybody deserves to have a can, it would be you guys.
Liquid Death if you're listening. Yeah, no,
I've
Rockstar,
I've
if you're
seen
listening.
Ghost. Ghost has done some.
so we've had like I said, we've had some endorsements and whatnot that were really cool, but hopefully I'm hoping there was actually a local liquor dispensary that wanted to name a liquor after us. Yeah, and there's a couple of other things in store. We're actually, I can't say right now, but our song is going to be used for something really, really big, like really big
I
soon.
know.
So that's going to be a thing. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, Liquid Death is next. I'm coming for you. Like, That would be awesome.
Both of us are shooting for Rockstar, so
Yeah, I'm
Like
a rock star
badly.
girl.
hey, I'll take it. I love me some Rockstar too. So
You put up really cool cans though. I just saw one the other day that I almost sent you a picture of, but I was like, dude, that's gonna be weird. Me just sending her a picture of an energy
yeah,
can.
it wouldn't be weird at
It was
all.
cotton candy and it was anime or yeah, I think it was anime.
That's awesome. No, that
It was
wouldn't be
the
weird at all.
coolest can ever. I'm like,
wait.
this is amazing. And it was like not your typical anime. It was almost like horror, like horror-ish. It looked like Gloomy
Okay.
Bear.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
So people actually send me stuff like that all the time, like no conversation. Some people I've never even talked to ever will send me stuff because
Okay,
they
so
see my
next time I
page.
should just do it.
Yeah, because they see my page and they see all these reviews that I do and stuff like that, and they'll just send me like the other day, a guy was like, "Hey, we have this here. Do you have that over there?" And I'm like, "No." And he was like, "What's your address?" And he sent me a box of like Liquid Deaths that I hadn't ever had.
It's amazing.
So
I probably shouldn't do this, but I'm going to do this anyway. New song comes out on the 10th.
yes,
I'm going to make a deal with you. If all our listeners get you to 2,000, that 2,000 that day, you know I still have that hot chip. I will eat it on camera with you.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay. All right.
You do not have to. You just have to sit with me. You don't have to do nothing.
Yeah, I just know what's coming. We did that for a challenge one time and it's rough, but it's worth it. And so you guys heard it here first. If you guys can get it to 2,000 the first day, let's see what happens and then we'll air that later on.
In the Britney Spears wig and clown makeup. Let's make this interesting.
He's thinking about it.
At least glitterize the beard or something. You gotta at least make it interesting.
We'll figure out the rest of the details.
Is this going on TikTok live?
I mean, we could do it over there. That's fine.
Yeah, we could.
We could do it over here. We could do it on.
I want to see like Kangaroo Jack. Like, dude. Speaking of how much I just did that to my son.
If you roll back and go to the one that I did with now I cannot think of his name. From the Day of the New, or I did the hot chip twice. I did one by myself with my buddy Joe a long time ago. The second one was with Cody's brother. I can't think of their names right now.
Cody's brother.
Well, I will say we did it as a band one time because we were on this radio competition and we told everybody that if we won that we would do the hot chip challenge, and we did. If you go back far enough on our Facebook and our reels, it's one of the first reels that we did. You can see me crying and rolling around in pain. But we did end up winning, and the money that we won from that was what we used toward going to Blue Ridge the first year. Yeah. So it kind of all like helped out. It is worth it. But while we're issuing challenges, we just hit 300 pre-saves on the song.
Let's freaking go.
Oh yeah.
If we can hit 500 before Friday, then I will take on any challenge on live that is presented to me. Like, you guys give me some sort of challenge. If it's hot, if it's whatever it is, I'll take it.
Oh my God, we're making you do a dance challenge. Dude, we're doing a lip sync battle.
I will do it. I'll issue.
And we need to get all into it. Like, I'll do it with you. We'll get all into it, like where we dress up like the person and like really.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Give me enough heads up. We could definitely do it on a Wednesday. I'll gladly.
Perfect. You guys heard it here. Like, if you get us to 500
I'll hit Biddy one more time.
Yeah.
And
the pre-save link is in the Dying Oath bio. It's in my bio on all of our socials. You can't miss it. It's the first thing at the top of the page. But if we can get to 500 pre-saves before Friday, then yeah, I'll take your dance challenge.
It's even on, I think, all of my social media as well. You could just pick it up there as well.
Yeah, spread it like wildfire, guys. If we can get it to 500, then we break a record, and I will talk about that if it does happen.
How much is it to pre-save?
It's free.
It's free. It's free. All you have to do, click the link.
Some charge. So you're getting asked. All you have to do, guys, is go on, click the button, pre-save it. Come on.
It's on all platforms, so all you gotta do is just click.
Yeah, any platform that you stream on, it's absolutely free, and all it does is notify you when the song drops so that you can hear it first. So it's a win-win.
And it's already on the Concert Junkies Rob and John Spotify playlist once that drops. So I mean, everybody likes things that are free, right?
That's
Like it doesn't
right.
take.
And if you guys want to add it to your playlist, add it to your playlist. I'm all about it. I hope you guys enjoy it.
Come on, we like free stuff.
Yeah, free. It's the
Free
Not a
99.
lot of things in this world anymore are free, so
Yeah, free 99.
click
Yeah,
that
that's right.
link.
You can have me scream in your face at your house for free. Just click the link.
So when are you gonna do like the AI concerts through virtual reality in our living room? When can we have Mindy all the time?
I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if anybody would ever actually want something like that. I do know that we have two producers in our band actually, and we're gonna start maybe doing live shows and then producing them so that people can actually like have them. So if
Oh,
you
I
were at the
love that.
show, like we can record it and like you can have that show and take it home with you. Just super
I
cool.
did see, I saw they did that at the one thing and they put it on hard drives.
Yeah, thumb drives. Gig
Yeah.
sticks, pretty much. You just get.
Well, I think that's also something that we're going to start doing too is that streaming for a lot of people, some people are against it, and I understand why because they kind of rip off the artists and whatever. We love it because it just helps us reach massive amounts of people at one time, and it's super helpful to our careers in that way. But we don't make a lot of money on it. But so we're talking about getting these their cards, and you can tap it to your phone and it'll upload all of our music straight to your phone so that you can listen to it in the car, listen to it wherever you want. And I think that's something that we're going to start investing in.
Oh, that's awesome. Awesome.
Nice. So what kind of merch are you working with now?
Oh, we have everything, anything that you can think of. Like, I'm working on an idea for booty shorts because I really just want those myself. But we have these new.
I'll make a deal. Make a deal.
Okay.
Oh my God, this is gonna be good.
Make a deal.
You were stuttering going into it.
All right, so you're saying you're getting that you're thinking about booty shorts.
Yeah, I'll get you a pair if you want them.
Let's get you to that mark that you want.
Then, are we having a twerking contest, Rob?
Let's go. I'm in.
I'll be honest. I don't go. I don't got buns, hun. So no, but
that's my karaoke song. I can totally do that one.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, we got to make this interesting, like.
Oh, I'm sure that would be interesting. You twerking.
Yeah, we'll twerk in some booty shorts.
I mean, yeah, let's go. Let's hit our marks. This.
I tell you what.
We'll get you to your 500 saves or the 2,000 pre-saves.
Let's go. What? I'm down. So we've got shot glasses, we've got dog tags, we have posters that we'll sign for everybody. We have a ton of different designs for shirts. We have one design that just came out literally just for Echoes.
I like
and it has the logo on the front, and on the back it has some profane language. It's a line in the song. It's the line in the breakdown. But it's been selling like hotcakes. We only had one show since we got them, and we've already almost sold them. Like I have to go ahead and order more because we sold them out almost the first night. Which we were playing with X Faces, which was the X members of Mushroomhead. So that was a big show. So of course people are going to buy merch, but
yeah, they have a show coming up on the 18th at Artie's up near.
Yeah, Artie's. So it was a huge hit. It was really cool though because this year we got to play with Infected Rain and Stitched Up Heart and X Faces, and every year we we pride ourselves on being able to play with bands that shaped us as a band, like Kitty and, In Flames and bands like that. And so far, we've been able to hit every bucket list item. Shout out to Johnny Nethercutt for that, because he is constantly giving us like huge opportunities, and we're forever thankful for that, because there's not a lot of venues that are like, hey, you're in a regional band, we'll put you on with like this huge iconic band. But he's always like, hey, you guys bring in the ticket sales, we'll bring you in.
You
And
deliver.
yeah, so shout out to all the venues that are still helping bands like us out, because if you don't give us opportunities, we never get them, because you don't see us to know if we can even bring the people. So give us opportunities, and we'll show you what we can do.
We definitely need to get
And
you on.
pre-save. Twerking
Pre-save.
contest. Rob in booty shorts.
Listen, I'll twerk in booty shorts too if we get to 500 pre-saves at least. Like I'll do whatever. I'll do this thing on a live this week before the song comes out, and be like, hey, what do you want me to do if we get to 500? And see what everybody says. But yeah, I'll twerk in booty shorts all day. Like I'll roll them all the way up, have them buns a clapping. I don't even care. Give me
500 and
pre-saves.
we can get a screenshot of him twerking and make a meme.
Let's go.
I mean, we'll.
Rob's like, yeah, I guess.
I don't know.
I mean,
Like,
let's get
know.
there first, guys. Don't talk
500
about memes.
pre-saves.
500
500.
pre-saves.
Let's see if we can get
Pop,
there.
lock, and drop.
Not
I'm
really.
ready.
My knee won't let me, but we'll see what happens. If you're gonna come here and help my ass up, but we'll.
If we get to 500, I'll come over there and twerk with you. Look.
Okay.